Yeah, yeah. Ooh, that was my hip. Niggas be like, why are you 20 in your 20s and your body's cracking? Nigga, I wonder why. So, no. Oh no. Whatever. Um, I didn't think I was gonna be doing this, but I am. Here I am. And I don't give a fuck. Uh, so that stain is really whooping my ass, bro. Shit making me mad just looking at it. I don't know what else there is for me to actually talk about. You can go into anything with this, with that condition. Oh, when you like trying to feel like a man. That's what I'd be meaning by like psychologically, this really messes with you. I was that type of kid. Like I come from the like my father was like on some military shit, so it's like it ain't no fucking with him. I kind of had that mentality as a kid, and it's crazy because I just remembered recently within the last year my first ever like attack, and it was because as a kid I was trying to wrestle somebody way bigger than me, and I was like, nah, man, this nigga can't. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Then my shit gave out. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? That shit hurt so much. I still remember the first day. I'm like, yo. After that, I realized there was like a shift in my personality. Sur- everything became like survival. Damn, nigga, was that me? That was me. Everything was like survival mode. So it was like constantly calculating and this, that, and the other. I always avoided like confrontation and whatnot because it was like the only way for me to not have to experience this, right? Because if I spaz, like you can you imagine getting into a fight and you win it and then your shit go off and like you trying to tell the nigga that you was just beating up? No, I'm having an attack. No, nigga, the nigga's not gonna stop. The nigga's gonna do the most. You know, I just thought about it. You could also just start faking like a seizure in the middle of that. And I'm telling you, if I had this mindset, honestly, I would have been a wild ass nigga. You imagine you just beating somebody up and you start just start doing the absolute. They still might hit your ass, right? But my mind used to be like, I'm not gonna try and experience this. So I would be like, you could just get rid of the nigga. You know what I mean? But I'm like, that's crazy. I don't want to think like this. But psychologically, survival instinct was like kicking in, and I'm like, even if I did do that, if I had to go to the place I'm not gonna speak of with the bar, nah, nigga, I'd never be able to fend for myself. So why would I do this? So it was a lot of like mental gymnastics to the point where I'm like, I'm just not gonna think about this. I'm avoid situations and people. I don't care if people disrespect me. I don't. I'm not engaging in anything. I just avoided people. I was walking around like Rain Man, just confused and just avoiding shit. Wow. So my thing is just sometimes I'm like to get the bag, I be feeling like niggaing it up. Just go on the internet and act the ass. Get the bag, it might work. It might work. All right, what does this need to be about? Because I don't feel like doing this. Um, yeah, man. So my experience with it was just very just feeling like you're alone, just trying to figure your shit out while everyone else is like experiencing life. You ever seen the meme with Squidward in the house looking at SpongeBob and Patrick having the time of their lives? That's what that shit felt like. That's really what that shit felt like. I still feel like that, but you know, it just felt like I got a big ass mustache, bro. Niggas ain't never seen a mustache like this. So yeah, it's wild, bro. It's really, really wild. I don't know what else there is for me to say on this. I don't really see anything else to say. I don't know what other experiences I could think of. Mm, I think figuring out ways to deal with the emotions that come with it. Because I realized my whole life I just been repressing and suppressing, and I don't think that's a good thing. I would suggest like making art and stuff like that. I started making art, but I just there's a lot of other things I was doing. So sometimes I dibble in it, sometimes I dabble in it. I just do it when it feels right, honestly. But spending so much time trying to take care of myself, sometimes I don't. This is what I mean by like we need the bag, nigga. I could sit there and adventure with art and do all these other things, but I'm spending so much of this time trying to take care of myself because it's just me doing this, right? Again, I'm blessed that my parents have had enough money for me to be able to sit down here by myself and figure this shit out. But at the end of the day, it's still just me trying to figure this shit out. It's not like I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm not in a really hot, humid state that would be amazing for my health, right? Because maybe that's what I'm going to. I grew up in a very dry state, very cold state. Two things that are not good for this condition, for that condition. And when I moved to a very hot, warm state that was very humid, I saw over time that, oh, the more that I'm here, I'm not having attacks. Like I'm good. I wasn't 100% normal, but my well being was way better. And they used to say, "Oh, avoid extreme heat." I don't agree with that. I think what happens when there's extreme heat is that because when the sun is like is it right when the sun come out, all of nature starts to grow. The flowers grow, the trees grow, everything grows. It's the same thing. The difference is we don't spend all this time being like this. The second we start feeling the sun start making you feel like this. You think you could go ba 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 ba, and then you do something, your body like, oh, what are you doing? But if you give it time and just chill in that and build to like, all right, let me walk every day. You can build on that, and you'll really be good. The main reason I left that place is because, quote unquote, spiritually, and I lead us out here, bro. When you in your 20s and you being around your parents, like your parents don't understand things, and energetically they can block you from like they just can be energetically in the way. That's the best way I'll put it. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I realized that, so I was like, yo, what if I was here by myself, dog? Right? Like if I was here by myself, I feel like I could do so many different things. But I'm also trying to figure out other stuff. I'm not gonna go into that. But again, man, I'm doing everything I can. I'm like, how do you not be a victim and also acknowledge what you're experiencing if it controls everything? Right? That's part of me doing this. Maybe somebody has the answer that I haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, um, yeah, man, that's just where I'm at. You imagine, bro, you the one being taken to the hospital and you trying to calm everyone around you down. That shit is crazy. Looking back on it, you seeing people start, oh, he has to go. Nigga, calm your motherfucking ass down. You ain't in no pain, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? Go get the car ready and let's go. But I started to realize like people they didn't have the capacity for it. It started feeling like Kobe when Gilbert was Arenas was like having 40 years or whatever on your head. That's mental toughness. I love Kobe, bro. Kobe was my favorite player as a kid. Favorite player as a kid. And it wasn't because of me. I would have been a LeBron fan for real. Because I was retarded. Whatever, I was retarded and I didn't understand anything about basketball. Only saying that in the sense of I didn't know who to like, right? Because when I started getting into basketball, the only two people I seen was LeBron and Melo. I liked Melo because of his scoring, but when I was using him on the game, I didn't know how to play, and I was not good, bro. I was retarded. When I played Madden with my father as a kid, I just kept throwing the TO because I didn't know how to use the other buttons. I didn't have enough processing capacity to know when to hit the other buttons. So I just kept lobbing up the TO every time, right? So one day I was like, and I saw LeBron was just like, I'm like, yo, this nigga can do everything. Like he was freakishly athletically gifted. So I was like, all right, I like Bron. And then one day I said, like, nah, Kobe. And then from there, I just liked Kobe. And as I got older, I'm like, I'm glad I did this. I like Kobe's mentality, his attitude of things. It's just amazing. I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know what this has to do with like. I don't know. The point is, niggas is trying something. You know what I'm saying? Get out here, get in this community, something. I'm just trying shit, trying shit, trying shit, trying shit, flip it up, trying shit, trying shit. Um, I don't know. When I shake shit up, Creator, God, Universe, Earth, all these things, they respond. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling. Shake some shit up. Um, I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. I'm like, nah, I won't. I thought Kanye was the greatest nigga ever, yo. I used to feel like Kanye was Jesus. There's only one other person I've seen say that, but I did used to feel like Kanye was Jesus. Every time I look back at something Kanye was saying, like, oh, this nigga was spitting. Oh my god! Every time, no matter what Kanye does, at some point in time, I look back and I be like, yo, every time Kanye easy. But I've been staying away from a lot of this stuff. Just basketball to me, it feels like a waste of time. I don't really like music no more, just because when I listen to music, I don't like how that shit gets stuck in your head and it loops just over and over and over. I'll be like, yo, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear this no more. I actually stopped listening to music. The only time I listen to music is when I get in the car and the shit starts playing on its own because I don't have like Apple, whatever it's called, CarPlay. So there's no way for me to turn it off, but I'll be charging my phone. So the Erykah Badu song every time. It'll be naming no buildings after me. They go down, amputated. Do. No, you won't be naming no buildings after me. I know I could sing if I really tried. And Train, nigga, come on, right? But what was I saying? I done forgot I was even talking about Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. Right, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to attack every hurdle, and I'm like, yo, and it just feel like a constant test from the creator. I'm like, yo, I'm tired of the test, my nigga. It's summertime, nigga. Summer vacation at that. Nigga, I'm over it. Enough of these tests, bro. I can't do that no more, man. Nigga, mid-20s, nigga, where are my friends, dog? God damn. And it's funny, and part of my mind is like, nigga, look at what you doing right now. How you got friends like that? Nigga. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Oh shit. Damn, that kinda hitting in my heart right now. Nigga said, where my friends at? I am my friend, nigga. You see the different masks? Right? A movie that really resonated with me was Unbreakable, Split, and Mr. Is it Mr. Glass or Doctor? It's Mr. Glass. That's what it feel like. This shit, and just because of the labels, I don't take none of these labels seriously. Just take them as like a way to describe it. The same way zodiacs are just labels to describe forms of energy, air, water, earth, and fire, whatever. Right? What was I gonna say? I was talking about describing labels. What specific label was I just talking about? That shit slipped my mind. Oh yeah, split personality, right? They're basically like fragments. It's just the way you're subconsciously dealt with what you're experiencing. So sometimes, yeah, I feel like Marcus Garvey. That song kept playing in my head. Marcus Garvey, Molotov cocktail. Yeah, I used to hate Jay Z. Not that I hated Jay Z. It just he was so off like beat. That shit used to bother me. This nigga has some of the greatest bars and lines ever. When you go back and listen, you be like, oh, right. Sometimes I do feel like that. I feel like that outside warrior. Sometimes you feel like a house nigga because what the fuck else can you do? You know what I'm saying? It should be having you like this or like that. It almost ooh, a cardinal. What I realize is it affects your ability to embody something, right? A lot of people feel like they're this or they're that, or you see black people, we all hoodied up and covering ourselves. We embodying that because we don't know who we are, type shit. Or some of it is tribal DNA popping out, tattoos. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different whatever. But the point is, what I learned is that embodying things to me was difficult. So even when I was oh, maybe that's what it is. It's almost like that the success thing is talking about. What if it's like your ability to embody that is like not congruent? So it does this little like maybe you shouldn't be doing that. It's embodying it. Like you have to be able to embody it, and subconsciously some part of you knows if you can embody something. I don't know how to word it, but it's something in that degree of thing. I think that's the thing with like Supercell. It makes it hard to embody something and truly embody being a warrior. And we're not just one thing, we have a bunch of different things. Warrior, healer, whatever. Like all these different, like we're a teacher, you know what I'm saying, cook, chef, we're all these different things, bro. All of it is in our DNA. So it's like trying to embody one thing becomes kind of difficult. So what happens is I feel like we're embodying what we know, which is that condition because it controls everything. I think that's a really big part of it. I think a big embodiment, the body. What's happening to our body? It's embodiment, bro. Literally embodiment. I think that embodiment is something in that is something important in that embodiment. I just don't know how to word it. Trying to figure out how to embody something that actually aligns like with our soul and all these different things. There's something here with that I don't know where the mark is at to hit it right. But I just say that in this, I would say I'm explaining in the sense of like the nigga with the bald nigga that plays Charles Xavier. He had all these split personalities and shit. Like he couldn't just embody that. The real him was that scared ass little boy that was being abused or whatever. He couldn't embody that, so the shit split into all this other shit. I'm saying that that condition kind of does the same thing. It doesn't really allow you to embody one thing. Of course, I feel brown. I also feel like a nigga with a condition. These things also feel together yet somehow separate. Like all these different things. You know what I'm saying? So at on one end, I'm a person. On not a person. I'm a guy, right? On the same end, I'm also black. On another end, the condition. On another end, I'm a quote unquote spiritual person. It's how all these things are. It's like how air, water, earth, the zodiac sign elements, they're all individual things, but they're all still part of the bigger whole kind of thing. It feels like that, but it for me, a lot of times it feels like jumping between things. Whatever's the most convenient and least resistant at the time, it feels like I'm jumping between that. And it's kind of, at first, it was kind of fun when I realized it, but then I realized like embodying one thing started to become like really kind of like difficult. In times where I needed to embody a specific thing, I found myself struggling to embody that shit. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm still eating. It's because honestly, I don't want food right now. I kind of just want juice and water. Nigga, every day was feeling like a job with this shit. The amount of shit that you have to do to take care of yourself, ridiculous. People don't understand. If you ever seen DBZ, when who was Goku fighting? I don't know if he was fighting. He was fighting either Yamcha or TM. I think it was TM because Yamcha's trash. That's a side note. I'll get into that. But he was fighting TN. I didn't know TN was like that for real. I'll be honest. The games were too difficult for me. Like I didn't really watch DBZ as a kid. I used to see it come on TV all the time, but I never saw it consistently enough to actually get into it. I'm adult now, and I can do what I want with adult money. And I went and got Crunchyroll, which who was stealing niggas' information, and be watching DBZ. I love that shit. It's probably the greatest show I've ever seen. But he was fighting TN, and he took all this armor off because it was slowing him down. That's what it feel like. It feel like you got all this heavy ass shit on you constantly, and it's like, yo, nah, gotta let it go. But then like your body's in a state of so like being constricted for so long, it's hard to let that stuff go. But we have to learn how. I don't want to get into this, but yeah, it's a lot. It's um that shit. I wonder if we could talk about this and keep the thing going. It just looked like a weird. What was I saying? Yeah, I think that's it. I miss my friend for real. I think one side of it too is like there's like a guilt thing where like I kind of isolated myself, which I think that this can again this condi- that condition causes it, and it was like my family be thinking it be funny, yo. My family be thinking I don't love them and shit, or I'm mad at them and this, that, and the other. And it's like, my nigga, being around you niggas, it's like trying to focus on taking care of myself starts to feel like it's too much. But when I'm by myself and I take care of myself, I find myself able to do it a lot better. And it'd be like, it just be like, it'd be weird. Cause they be like, damn, he don't fuck with me or he don't love me or this, that, and the other. And then you trying to say to them, no, bro, like it to me, it just seems like a simple conversation. I did my study. I know a lot of what's happening, right? I'm like, yo, my nervous system's getting fried, my nigga. Being around you is frying my nervous system, dog. You may not understand that. You ever tried to learn too much shit at once? And your brain start you're not even absorbing the information no more. You just there. That's what it's like for me being around a lot of niggas. Because I'm processing so much shit and I don't have the capacity for it because of the nervous system and it not getting the fuel it needs from the blood. That's what a lot of these neurological, right? We're gonna look up neurological right now. Just so I'm not neurological is the nervous system, nigga, the nerves, nigga. Neurological. Neurological refers to the nervous system, which includes the brain, spinal cord, and nerves throughout the body, nigga. Being around you niggas is frying my shit. So I don't want to be around you, but they don't get that. They don't understand it. So they're just taking it personally. And I just find it funny how like they'll flip it into like, oh, you don't love them. Like, bitch, maybe I should say you don't love me. Nigga, I'm explaining to you I have a valid reason for what I'm doing. That you're high key in the way of me taking care of myself because I don't have time for whatever the fuck it is you're trying to say and do. You know? It's like watching, it's like seeing a nigga that need a wheelchair crawling on the ground and they just walking like, why you take, like, you don't love me, nigga. You over there crawling, get up and walk. Like, that's what that shit feel like. Be like, what are you talking about? You're not even thinking. You're just saying how you feel. And I'm explaining to you like, no, like being around you is having this effect on me because of what I experience. Like, no, nigga. The fuck? I'll be around you when I can. That shit to me is love. I'm telling you, if God ever gave me the money, a lot of these niggas might not see me. No, nigga, what? You get a postcard or some pictures of what I'm doing. Not even what I'm doing, but just on some vacation shit. Just taking pictures in random places, nigga. Nigga, I travel the world. The fuck? In a safe way. I would just travel. But I would want somebody to be with me. But, yeah, man, I hit my point up. Like I said, I don't care anymore. I just find a lot of just weird shit and hypocrisies in the things that people say and do. Like, even that's another thing. I don't like texture. Like, touching the texture of food and its wetness versus the dryness and this ability to absorb that. No, it's just nasty. But, yeah. It's just a weird world of having to live in where they don't get it. And it's like something's blocking them from getting it. And I think it's because the shit is in reality is so fucked up that they can't handle that shit emotionally. I think that's what it is. They can't handle it emotionally and subconsciously to keep themselves safe. Their soul, this shit sounds batshit crazy sometimes out loud, but their soul is like blocking them from actually receiving the information. That's not a coincidence that everyone we talk to about it is like gaslighting it. That just doesn't make any sense. There's no real reason to do that. That to me is on some spiritual, emotional, subconscious shit. No, for real. For real. It has to be. It has to be on that level because it's so rare to come across someone that's like, oh yeah, I get what you're experiencing. Everyone else is just, you just gotta be healthy, dog. You just gotta get your well being right. That shit make you want to slap people for real because it just like, all right, man. I'm telling you, if I was ever given the power to let someone experience what I went through as a child, just give them like an hour. I guarantee you these niggas would not make it through. The only reason we made it through is because we have to. That inverted shit. Which does speak volumes. Super guy shit. But I don't know. So I didn't feel like this video I actually really had too much to say. So, yeah, man, my thing is just, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot when it comes to experiencing this. It's similar to when, like, if you ever had the nurses, like, I've been brought in, like, they'll bring you in a wheelchair sometimes to the hospital, and the nurses will be like, I'm helping you. And they're like pushing you faster than the pace you actually need to move. You have to basically yell at them to stop because they don't get they're not actually helping, they're making shit worse. Bro, it's not a coincidence that universally niggas just will not acknowledge this shit. It can't be a coincidence. It has to be something behind it. And I think it's very like, I don't want to use the word paradoxical, but it is. It's like on one end we do and don't have the power. It's like Namor, right? This nigga Namor was dummy strong, right? Because they were saying he gets power from both. What was it? The sun and air. It was the water and it was either the sun or air. But when that nigga got in that dry ass environment, Shuri was cooking his ass, nigga. Right? So it's like it's kind of like that. It's genuinely like that. You're either double the strong, right? No, it's not even either. You're double the strong. So because you're forced to live in this fucked up vibrationally society and reality because of the things we were, you get the double hit, nigga. That's basically what it is. But DNA wise, ooh, I think we're different. I think that's why, like, cause it's universally, dog. We all saying that shit. Niggas are not like, they not listening. It could be family, the nurses that they're not listening. Which means what? On some level, on I don't want to say that it's not that it's saying we don't need the help. We do. I think we just more so need the right conditions. I don't know how to word it. I don't have the exact words, but it's something of that demean. It's something of that manner. Yeah, something of that manner. It's like a paradox, bro. But whatever. Right? Um. Yeah. Yeah. So my thing is, I don't know. I don't know. Niggas might rip me. Damn. Why do I even care about that? That's the funny thing. You know why? It's not even me. The emotional energy that's like when you were a little kid, couldn't process your reality. You didn't know how to explain to your friends, "Oh, my blood is this, and it my body needs more oxygen." And what happened is because my muscles don't have the oxygen it needs, it's almost like being an old woman. it's like it's almost like being a old woman, young man, child, adult at the same time, all at the same time. You couldn't really explain that shit to your friends as a kid. At least I didn't. I didn't get that experience. Nigga, I remember I went to smoke weed with a friend, and I had told him like, "Yo, I had this condition." He was like, "That shit contagious." And just like having experienced shit like that, I'd be like, "Damn, dog, like, no, it's not contagious." Smoking weed was kind of scary. When I smoked weed and I was down south, it was amazing. When I was up north smoking weed, I hated that shit. But uh, yeah, yeah, man. It's a lot of different things that I experienced that I. Who do you turn to? You know, right? Like that's what I mean. It's like I want to come to my people, so I'm like, oh, this is what I'm experiencing. I'm not come across one person that actually cares or has the capacity. Uh, uh, mm, but yeah, I'll leave that because that's an exclusion. I'll say, but there's a lot behind that. The one person that has ever truly probably understood was one friend that I made. She was Hispanic, and she was like a nurse, so she kind of got like, oh, this is what he's talking about, and she was able to make sense of it. But aside from that, you ain't talking to nothing, nigga. Oh man, the Adventures of a Nigga with Supercell. Should make that a movie. That shit would be hilarious. I low key be wanting to do that shit. Right? Like I used to have, and that's sometimes where I'm like, is this Supercell or is this some other shit too? Like it was Supercell and some other shit. Sometimes when people would talk to me, I didn't have the capacity to hear what they were saying. Sometimes I couldn't. That might be some autism shit though. But um, yeah, yeah, I didn't have much to say this time. Honestly, I just want to lay down. Like that's the thing. Like this shit makes you feel like I should go lay down, but then there's so much to do. Like laying down almost feels like wasting time. And then laying down, like your body needs movement and different things. So you ever seen a motherfucker that paralyzed like below the legs because they're not using their legs? Like it's them shits be weak and this that and the other. Like the same thing. You gotta use this motherfucker to make it strong. But you be feeling like I need to lay down, I need to rest, bro. This shit is some other shit. I don't know. That to me, I think is like it's a universal something. It just can't be a coincidence, dog. Like it's in my it and it's either it can be a coincidence or niggas there's that genuinely many ignorant motherfuckers. I don't know. When you really break down, it makes so much sense. It really does. It really does make a lot of sense. But people are used to it. Like people don't think about why is it that my body's working. They're just used to their body working. They're not understanding that their cells are functioning to the capacity they're supposed to function. So therefore, when I move my shoulder like this, it doesn't hurt. But other niggas that don't have that know because they moving their shoulder that shit hurt. So it's like it's just a lot to it. I look, you gotta use the bathroom. I gotta take a mic. Yuki, nigga. So yeah, man, I'm tired. Side note, nothing to do with anything. I'm ready for the Seven Havens. Avatar Last Airbender. Oh my god, I'm so ready for it. I'm a little like I don't know what they got going on with the whole Korra thing, destroyed the world. Watching Korra, I felt like somebody like had their hand in it. Like they was like, what am I? I'm not going to that. But yeah, man, this was fun. I'm kind of over it. Like I said, I don't really care anymore. I hope everyone in the community is getting everything that they deserve and love and all types of things. And this is to let niggas know you're not the only motherfucker going through that shit, nigga. You're not the only motherfucker. We really should be batshit crazy and we out here fighting, nigga. We all warriors, nigga. All of us should really be batshit crazy for real. We just so used to dealing with what we've been dealing with that it's become normal, but it's not normal. The shit is not normal to be like in pain like that. Like no, and I don't think people are actually looking at the depth and capacity of this shit, right? So I'm telling you, nigga, I'm gonna find ways to show motherfuckers what it's like. The same way I can say if I put you in a headlock and take away your ability to breathe, you're not even thinking about you black. Only thing you're thinking about is being alive and air. That's it. So I don't think people think about these type of psychological differences, the isolation, right? Nigga, this is a lot, and people just act like it's nothing and it doesn't exist. Yeah, man. All right. Nigga said. I ain't gonna go into that. Oh, car tired. I'm gonna take a nap. And is that it? Uh, The thing that used to. All right, this is the last thing. I don't know what direction this is. Or what's good. My father be like, "Oh, you need to get a job because that's what he did." And I'm like, "Yo, you don't have what I have, nigga. You got tier one, nigga. I got tier two. You don't understand that. No, I'll go get a job. Go get a job. You imagine you go get a job, you get sick, and then no one says anything. They just take you to the hospital and you're laying around the house because you're in pain, waiting for this shit to stop. And then niggas continue saying, go get a job. That shit is crazy, bro. You just seeing what this shit did to me, nigga. What are you talking about? Talking about. So I wonder what other people's thing are. Because the people I spoke to was either struggling to get a job or they had a job and they were basically like in a ridiculous amount of pain, pushing through every day, not even thinking about having kids. Why are we parading around like this is normal? It's not. It's not normal at all. Hey, squirrely squirrel. It's not normal in the slightest. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know what purpose God wants from me or of me. I thought this was hilarious, but I feel like now I've kind of run out of what to say. Or there is something for me to say and I'm avoiding it. I feel like I said this already, though. I am avoiding it. I can't be the only one that is like, you're pressing so. Bro, laying in that pain as a child, like, you literally questioned God. Like, you questioned if this nigga was real or not. And then I had to suppress that because I came from a Christian family. My mom was very Christian or whatever, Baptist, whatever that shit. I don't understand how that shit works. All y'all niggas is believers in Christ or whatever, right? Chris Christie. Why did I think of that? Whatever, right? um, what was I saying? So you're almost feeling like, damn, I'm questioning God. I'm not even supposed to be that. Meanwhile, you're seeing the worst pain you can't even imagine, and this nigga is not showing up. You're like, yo. So that's a very mind jarring experience, and we're talking about children, dog. We're talking about children, bro. Like, all right, that's what I'm avoiding. What I'm avoiding is living with this shit. Is like, it feels like being on your own suicide watch 24/7. Real shit, it does. But I don't think killing yourself is ever the solution. I just don't think that shit is the solution at all. And I laugh because like it's a defense mechanism. You know, I know I'm not the only one that was sitting there thinking about that. I don't think that shit is the solution at all. And I don't even have no words for that shit for real. It just is like you gotta parade around, right? Some people emotionally be so upset that they think about it. Nigga, think about the shit we went through. Nigga, when I was a little kid, I was thinking about that shit. And I don't mean like, oh, you felt this type of way once because your parents doing this, you want to run away. No, nigga, I was sitting here and shit was constantly like feeling like an option. And I had to draw all my willpower to not do that. That's what it felt like. Motherfuckers just parading around, living life normally. You over here holding on. You're like, you ever seen the little girl in the it's just I laughed at this shit. It wasn't funny though. This is a little girl. She was in she was holding on to a balloon or some shit. I don't know what she was holding on to. It was like a giant balloon. I don't know how it was, but she was holding it and that shit snatched her ass in the sky. It was dragging her away. It's not funny, but that shit was crazy. And this was a time. I feel like that condition also gives you very dark humor. It could just be me, but and I've gotten out of that for the most part. But I'm speaking on this shit right now. I don't care. Yo, niggas was like, yo, that girl's strong as hell. Cause it would have been over. You imagine a giant balloon just dragging you around the sky, and the little girl held on for life, and it eventually dropped, and they caught her. But damn, could you imagine that? Nah, nah. I forget why I even said this, but it's a lot of that, bro. It's a lot of like psychological effects and fighting through things and surviving because the only option you have is to will forward. And I'm like, I think we're getting to a point as a society of realizing that will forward is not heavy, not health, wealthy or whatever. Niggas want to actually live. I want to live my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to actually live my life, not feel constrained by this or this, that, and the other. I want to be open and da 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 da. But it's a lot of depth and tears and different things that are involved. Nigga, I wasn't even allowed to cry about it as a kid. That shit was crazy, bro. Yeah. But just like fighting that. That's why I wanted to do this. But I wanted to be more like in character kind of thing. But I don't think I could do that by myself. I want like another person here to help like ground me in that. Cause I'll be having a lot of ideas and theories and thoughts and whatnot. But it's like trying to do this and have all that on mind at the same time is just too much. So I'm gonna have to check out soon because I got to use the bathroom. Gotta use the bathroom. Gotta use the bathroom. It's so weird how the environment, because I grew up in a cold environment, I didn't really like like I you know how like when guys are teenagers, you get to high school, you start becoming a man a little bit, walking around the house, no shirt on, chilling. I didn't do none of this shit, bro, until I left this cold environment and went somewhere else, and I started actually feeling like myself. Like this shit don't you don't you don't really know what's you and what's not you. You just know whatever it is that this condition allowed. You know, like that's it. There's no there's no just oh yeah, this is absolutely me and I love this and da da da. Like there is, but there isn't. You know, things that overlap with that condition. It's like oh no. All right, I'm getting tired and I could tell because I'm kind of talking and I'm just not really saying much. But I think, um, I think it would be really good for having like I don't want to say outlets. Like what's a positive outlet for this? You know, I think there's just so many things about it that need to change. That's why I'm glad like the Supercell movie came out because oh my god, nah, oh I haven't been able to breathe. That's why I couldn't talk. It gives a positive like flip on it, which I appreciate that very much. So um uh, we forget just that it flags the American dream. Why do we cling to the villains? Knowing they killing my niggas hiding up the swing from the ceiling, ink from the pen spilling on my notebook filled with dreams. This is my hope book, still it seems. But it do be feel like that. Like you start feeling like a villain. You feel like a villain because it's like everyone in your reality is making you feel like this, like you did that. How y'all niggas making me the villain and I'm the only nigga that got something to actually deal with? I just find that to be like wild. I don't get that. It just it's paradoxical. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a place for me to speak my truth. They'll say you don't love them, but they don't want to understand what you're going through. How does that make any sense? But it kind of made me think of like Superman though, right? We always look at Superman as this nigga flying around, got all these powers and shit, but niggas don't realize like this nigga came from a world where that was normal. Oh, my phone died. How did my phone just die and turn back on its own? This nigga whole family gone. like like I forget how I was trying to bring that together. I think it's just that I think the point is just is aspects of things that we don't really look at. Superman whole family gone, nigga, the whole planet blew up. You know? So there's pros and cons to everything. So while Superman is loved here and all that shit is nice, that nigga's whole family is gone, nigga. like I just mean like there's aspects to stuff that get blinded by other aspects. You're so blinded by emotions and your capacity or no capacity that you're not seeing like there's a whole other factor here that is like basically the core of this or the root of this. And something in you or of you or in whatever is just not allowing you to look at that. Knowing they killing my niggas high enough. Maybe, alright. I don't know. As you can see, I'm getting tired and I'm kind of losing that whatchamacall of thought. It's just a lot, you know. It's it's genuinely a lot. Maybe that's why my phone was going off. Maybe I'm gonna look at something in the community. That'll give me the little to speak on something. My niggas high enough to swing from the ceiling. Ink from the pen spilling on my notebook. Filled with dreams, this is my hope book. And now my phone. Here comes the crimson chill. Could use a spot of support from you guys. You know what I feel like sometimes? I feel like the girl from Shrek who was trying to hide that she was an ogre. That's what that shit feel like. Knowing they kill up. Knowing they kill up my niggas. Not to swing from the ceiling, ink from the can, killing on my notebook. God damn. Oh, I need air. Any other white guys? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, depression. What the hell is? Oh, hey, she's lit. Um, like depression. I don't want to talk about depression at all. All right. Here's what I'll say about depression, and I'm leaving. I think depression is simply like the best way I can word it is like a certain state or frequency of being. The thing I see with us is simply that because our body is forcibly holding a certain frequency, it's just it almost feels like you're fighting to get out of that shit because you're being forced to embody a frequency. That's why a lot of niggas are depressed and all type of shit. It feels like, how do you get out of it? That's the part that I'm like, it's the embodiment shit. Like, how do you embody out of that shit? Yeah, I'm tired because my logic is not logicking. But yeah, I remember my dad used to say depression not real. Alright, nigga. Alright. Nigga said depression not real. I also found that, quote unquote, in the spiritual community. But I know it is a state of mind, but I just think the difference is like trying to sit there and just hold a smile forever while your body's doing that shit is different. It's just different. I just think those rules apply differently to anyone with with that condition. I think it very much applies differently. And I think the biggest thing that helped me fight depression was just being a child. Damn, this blue one is like ain't getting the job done. Should keep scrolling. Just being a child, bro. Addiction. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get addicted to shit when you have that type of pain. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I think that's it. I'm tired. This shit's starting to hurt. Did I have my nose out before? Nah, I don't think I did. I don't know. I don't care. I'm tired. This shit 57 minutes. And this is the longest one. I feel like I kind of said nothing. Nigga, I am like tired. I just need like a rest and some fun. I need some fun. Some fun in my life. It's weird because I'd be wanting fun and it'd be like I feel like I gotta focus so much on taking care of myself that there's no real space for fun. I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have fun whether I feel like it's the right thing or the wrong thing. I don't care anymore. I go in and out of that. It's like I don't care anymore. Blessings. Oh my. So